All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to throw this up on our Brad and Chad Facebook page real quick here. So let's get that going. But want to just start real quick. Welcome to the Couple Show, another episode of the Couple Show. This is actually episode 3. Tonight, we actually have, let me get rid of that. There we go. Ooh, that was crazy. Tonight, we've got 3 couples from Haviland. I'm sure we're going to have a good time again. So I'm going to kick it over to you, Brad, and let you introduce the 2 that we have on right now while we're waiting on the 3rd one. And I'll get this link over on our Facebook page.
That is fine. So we have Jared and Jeannie Ross. Go ahead and wave. There we go. Jared and Jeannie Ross. They are big Wichita State fans, it looks like, tonight. So how many kids you got going to Wichita State right now? 2? 2. Those daughters, right?
Sí.
And what are their names?
Caitlin and Carson.
And they are what grades?
Senior and freshman.
Senior and freshman. Okay. And one's going to be a physical therapist, right? Like a doctor of physical therapy?
Starts in the doctorate of physical therapy in June.
Nice. And Carson is going for?
Same
thing.
Same thing. Wow. They're going to be, well, I was going to say they'll be Ross and Ross physical therapy, but that won't be the case. No. So it'll be Porter and whatever.
Yeah.
Boyles
Therapy.
So who knows how it'll go. So, all right, cool. So we also have Brandon and Diane. Here comes the Duke family. Look at this.
Yeah.
Misery. Love it. Hashtag misery. I did hear through the grapevine. Hashtag not laughing. Very good. I did hear through the grapevine that Brandon's hashtag game is going to be very good tonight, Chad. I was told that. So
well, let me tell you something. I don't know that I haven't ever really met him before, but I can
Tony.
right now, like
You're muted right now.
The fact that they got all that Duke stuff behind me, I'm stoked about that right there. Like, dude, Bobby Hurley is my favorite Duke player of all time.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Dookie over there. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, so Thompsons, you have 3 children. Your oldest is a what?
Brad missed one of our kids.
Audrey.
Freshman. He's a freshman at PCC.
I was talking. Let me back up. I do have to say we did miss one of the kids. I was thinking about the ones that are in college because of the Wichita State thing, but you do have another kid. Who is your 3rd kid, Jared and Jeannie?
3rd child is Carter Ross.
Carter.
He's freshman.
Future husband of?
What?
Future husband.
Oh, future husband of Shelby Lingenfelter.
Yes, future husband of Shelby Lingenfelter. Right. So there you go. Very good.
Or Grace Thompson. You know, who knows?
Oh, Grace
like
who knows? So,
is this like the world we live in? We live in a world today where parents are prearranging marriages again?
Well,
no, Shelby prearranged it.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's what I was going to say. And it was funny because I said something one time about Shelby. Here's Shelby right here. I said something to Shelby one time about maybe having, there's Sayla Joy. All right, very good. About maybe having kissed Carter at one point when they were younger or whatever. And we were like, yeah, you've all kissed someone once when you were younger. And she looked at me and she said, how do you know we only kissed once? That's what she said to me. So anyway, all right, go back to the Thompsons here. So you have Kale. He's a freshman at Pratt. What's he looking to do?
He's going to be a lineman.
Lineman.
Yes, sir.
Going to make all of us feel very not rich with all the money he's going to make.
Well, we'll see.
That's going to be awesome. That'd be awesome.
You speak for yourself. We're loaded in the poor household.
Right. I got you. Okay, so your next child would be?
That would be Maya.
Maya,
and she's a junior at Kiowa County.
There we go. And the last one?
You met her last night. That's Grace.
We sure did. Grace Thompson, the legendary Grace Thompson.
Yes.
What did you think about that question about first one to die in a zombie apocalypse would be Grace because she trips?
She's, yeah, we laughed.
Right. Oh, man. I
my dog.
Because I legitimately thought it would be Shelby. Because Shelby would argue with a zombie until it ate, and so but when she put Grace because she tripped, I was like, actually, that might be it. That might be it. So, Very cool. All right. And we have, it says Duke family down here, but this is Ashley and Tony
Oh,
Hatton.
get them.
So, and I love the fact that you have just this whole Duke montage of stuff. You got your Duke. I actually thought you might wear Barkley College stuff, both being former Barkley College athletes, but I also do know that Tony is a huge Duke fan. I believe Ashley married into that. I don't know that
Is it?
Ashley was a big Duke fan.
Isn't that pretty close though, right? Like Duke basketball, Barclay basketball, like we're speaking the same language, right?
It's about the same.
Pretty
Yeah.
close, pretty close. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So give us the rundown of your kids.
You want to talk? I'll talk. All right. We got 5 kids, aging from 8 to
Ty's
1.
7.
I guess he's 7 now. I guess I don't know. He has a birthday this year, so he'll be 8.
I never remember mine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, we got Ty, Tristan, Tayden, Allie, and Ava
There you go.
all here right now. So it's pretty crazy.
So it could be,
Yeah, you
could be loud. That's all right. That's all right.
We're
So,
gonna
all right, cool.
The
Well,
world
that's
we live
everyone,
in,
Chad.
so, yeah. So hey, we're gonna have a fun night. I'm just gonna tell you guys that you have a little bit of the other 2 episodes of the couple show have been pretty spot on. The last one actually would have done really well, but we couldn't get the live stuff to work, but still had a great time with that couple. So you guys have a lot to live up to tonight to make sure that we get some good laughs and have a great time. For those of you guys that are out there watching us live on the YouTube, we have the ability to chat. So if you have questions or want to say anything, feel free to chat with us on that throughout. I'm looking forward to tonight. I only actually the ones that I probably know a little bit the most is the Rosses because their son actually played baseball for us. And Brad, you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
He hadn't played a lot of competitive ball before, and we're pretty competitive. And I yelled a lot more back then.
Right.
But we, he was struggling batting. And we had our regular aluminum bats, drop 10, this and that. And
Right.
then we went to a wood bat tournament where we were forced to use wood bats for that tournament, obviously.
Right.
And he started hitting the crap out of the ball with the wood bat, so that after the wood bat tournament, you don't need to use the metal bat, aluminum bat anymore. You just stick with the wood bat, the aluminum bat, because for whatever reason, he could pound the ball with the wood bat. So it's pretty impressive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Impressive. So,
Very awesome.
well, we're looking to have a good time tonight. Brad's going to give you guys the rundown of of what's going on tonight. And did you send me the questions, Brad?
I did.
All right,
I sent them
good.
to you. So here's
Good.
how it's going to work. We're going to do a practice question, and you guys have to match answers. It won't be geared towards the wife or geared towards the husband. It'll be geared towards both of you. So you just got to match questions or answers. And then the first round of questions will go to the wives, and you're going to answer how your husband answers. So the correct answer technically is whatever the husband writes. Okay. And so that'll be the first round. And those questions are worth 10 points. The second round, the questions will jump up to be worth 15 points, and it'll just be switched. So the husbands will be answering what they think the wives are going to say. So the wives will have the right answer and stuff. And then the final question will be a lot like the practice question, in which it doesn't really apply. It applies to both of you. You just got to match answers. So both will write down their answers on their pieces of paper or on their whiteboard, or however it is. We trust you. We've had people accused of cheating before. I trust you guys. You know, I know all of you. I'm vouching for you, except Brandon, because I know he wants to win. But I'm vouching for all of you. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not first, you're last.
That's right.
We're going to be last.
Second place is first loser, right?
Right.
That's right. Second's
There
the
you go.
first loser.
Right.
So anyway, so no, it's going to be fun. So if you're ready, I'm going to ask you the first practice question.
Brad, before you do that, did we clarify when you were talking to him about that? Did we figure out how long each one of them has been married?
No.
Let's do that.
Ross's.
Like Ross's, how long have you guys been married?
It'll be 27 years in July.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize
Who
me
knows?
being 25, you could be my parents. That's crazy.
We're old.
Right.
All
right,
Thompson,
Brandon,
how long
Diane.
you been married? Yeah.
21 years.
21.
There we go.
All
Hey,
right.
we won. Wait, game
You
over,
did.
Brandon.
Not yet. We don't know how long the Hattons have been married. All right, Hattons.
2 minutes.
Like 22 years and 6 months, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Yep. There we go. It's close.
8
What's the actual time? Because he actually has no idea. You know, Ashley.
8 years.
8 years.
8 years. There you go. So, and Ashley, who technically, if you really wanted to break everything down, you are married to Tony Hatton because of one person.
Jeannie Ross.
No. Who would that be?
I don't know the correct.
Why'd you come to Berkeley College?
We'll say Brad Lingenfelter.
There we go. To play basketball, right?
No,
Uh,
Jeannie's pretty high up there. I'm not gonna lie.
But you wouldn't have known Jeannie if you didn't know me first. there you
I feel
go.
like-
So
Brad, I feel like
I'm
we're
just
the,
kidding.
I feel
That's
like
funny.
we're the, our marriage, Brad, is the shortest tenured marriage on this show right here. You and I have only been married for less than 6 months.
sure.
Brad
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
mean-
if that has anything to do with it, but
This is the quarantine. It's been tough. It's been tough. So
Rough.
all right.
Rough.
Well, here we go. We're gonna go off with the practice question. So, as a couple, would you rather go for a hot air balloon ride or a bungee jump together?
Ooh,
So
man,
that's the
I don't,
question.
either one of those could lead to death. Like,
And both kind of scare me. I hate heights. I'll tell you that.
it's tough.
And I have bungee jumped. So
You watch that movie about the hot air balloon that they take way up in the air way back in the day, and I forget the name of it. That was a really good movie.
Aeronauts or something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool show.
Yeah,
I did not.
that was great.
Did
I
my
gotta
background change?
add a hashtag. Just a second.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Enter.
Hashtags are good.
Yeah, hashtags are good. Sometimes I'll give extra point if they match or they make me laugh. So, all right. So we'll
Did
start
you
with
guys
the-
hear? Did you
youngest
guys hear
couple.
last night, real quick? Did you hear those young girls tell us like, hashtag? We don't hashtag. Hashtagging is not the cool thing to do today. Like,
Hashtag.
thought
those
that was
young kids don't
embarrassing.
know what's going on.
right?
So,
All
all right,
here
we're
we
gonna
go.
start with the Hattons. So, Ashley, hot air balloon or bungee jumping?
Neither.
Neither. Don't want to die. Tony's already mad. All right,
I'm
Tony.
with you.
Tony, what do you got?
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. Gotcha. Very good. All right, Thompson's. Diane. Or there you go.
Me first.
Yeah,
Let's see. Can you see it? Hot air.
there you
Full
go.
of it here.
There you go.
Hashtag full of it here.
Gotcha.
Full
All right,
of hot
Brandon.
air, used to it.
There you go.
What's
I
the
love
big
that.
hashtag?
There's a lot of truth in both those.
Man, you know what? Hey, Brad, if your feelings get too hurt by Brandon's comments, just let me know. I can mute him. You know what I
Right.
mean?
There's no chance.
Yeah.
I have listened to Brandon criticize me for years, and it doesn't even faze me anymore.
Gosh, anybody
No.
sitting in the stands have heard them criticize you. What are you talking about?
I know. There you go. All right, Jeannie, Jared. Jared, okay. Jeannie,
Hot air balloon.
hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. Scared to jump. The only one that's not scared is Tony.
I would jump. Jared would not jump.
Okay, there you go. And that's how you play the game. You got to match each other for sure.
That's
So,
good. That's
very
perfect right there. That was a great way to figure out what he's going to put, because this first round, so we'll get right into the questions. And this first round are questions for the wives, but it's
Yep.
about your husbands. So your husband is the one that is actually answering the question.
Yep.
You, the wife, are trying to figure out what he is going to answer.
Yes.
Wives are trying to match their husband's answer. Okay. So we're
10
jumping in
points.
with the very first question. Wives, would your husband rather give up music or television for a month? music and television for a month. How do you think your husband will answer that question?
That's not fair to Jared and Jeannie.
I'm gonna get a point.
Oh, man,
That's true. I didn't really think about that.
I feel like we're gonna.
Just saying, Brad came up with this week's question, so he probably rigged it somehow.
I might have. We do have to put on, we forgot that Be Elite tweet again.
Oh yeah, we should do that today.
No, I'll find it. So,
Okay.
okay, we ready? So we started with the Hattons last time. We'll start with the Thompsons this time. So
Who goes first?
Diane does.
Okay.
So Diane,
No,
write
no,
down
no,
what,
no. Yeah. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Diane.
okay. Brandon. TV. We miss every question. No, you got it right. 10 points. 10 points. Got
I
it
just
right.
changed at the last minute too.
There you go. Good. All right, Ross's. So Jeannie's first. There you go. All right. Jared. Television, Van Halen. That's right. He loves Van Halen. So hashtag Van Halen. I like that. All right. Ashley. TV. What's that say? No.
No Sound of Music.
No Sound of Music. There you go. Hashtag. I love it. So 10. Great
Man.
start.
What would you get? Brad, what would you give up?
TV.
TV?
Yeah, I like music too much.
Yeah.
So how about you?
I don't know, because I'm lazy. And so
yeah,
like,
but I need Ice Ice Baby every now and then.
yeah, TV calls my name right there. And you know, you could get music on the TV.
Sure.
Good point.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
manipulating though.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do that.
That's a tough one.
All right. So here's question 2. I have question 2 for you. And it is, go back to this. Okay. It is, what superhero would your husband say he is most like?
Oh,
What superhero would your husband say he is most?
Supposed to guess what you're gonna say.
like?
No, I'm supposed to guess what you're gonna say.
No, you have to put what you,
Yeah, the husbands are answering. And the
yeah, husbands, you
trying
answer
to
it.
guess.
And
what the
she's trying to
husbands are gonna
guess
say.
what you're going to say.
So
Say
what
it again.
superhero, Jared?
So
do
what
you think you are most
superhero
like?
are you most like? She's going to try and guess that.
He has to guess what I'm writing again.
What you think,
We're
You-
difficult.
yeah.
There's no way we're getting this one. the same.
No. It's like a Marvel thing.
Any type of
Anything.
superhero.
The
Could be
heck?
underdog.
Could be-
Underdog.
I love
Could be
that
a-
guy.
Could be a Thundercats. Remember them?
Thundercats, He-Man, whatever.
I mean, the Hattons probably don't know who the Thunder.
Homer.
Oh, I know what Thundercats are.
I do.
Oh, nice.
Thunder.
There you go.
Thundercats.
Yep. And the cat keeps getting bigger, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we got about, am I going to have to turn on the Jeopardy music, Ross's?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, they're right. Because we got to go to you first.
Okay, well, it's not gonna be good. Brandon's gonna win.
I don't know.
No.
We'll see.
You don't-
I just saw his answer. We didn't get it. It's okay.
Okay. All right, Jared, what did you put?
Shazam.
That's right. Does everything. I like it.
Shazam was awesome.
What'd you have, Jeannie?
Well, I said the Hulk because of when he does house projects.
He gets
Ah.
pretty.
Because he does them with his shirt off?
No, he just loses his crap.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's
Gotcha.
how I am too.
Yeah.
You saw me up on that scaffolding. Actually, 2 of you saw me up on that scaffolding.
I was trying to help you out there, Jared, you know?
Oh, well.
All right, Hattons. Ashley, what do you say?
Fat Thor.
What do you say, Ashley?
Back door.
Black Lightning. Ah,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Black.
What did she say?
I don't know.
He said
he
Black
said
Lightning.
Superman.
Black
He said Black
Lightning.
Lightning. He said Superman. I got you. I don't think those are the same. So, all right, Diane. Batman. Oh, hashtag I'm his Robin.
I'm his Robin.
What'd you have, Brandon?
Oh, no, yeah, no, he's so right.
Oh,
Hashtag anger issues. Mhm.
right. So we went from
Yeah,
everyone
that-
getting it right. to
See, she
nobody
agrees
getting
with
it right.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
That is true. That is true. But that was cute. I'm his Robin.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cute.
After he accuses me of being Kathy Bates, I think it's really generous.
That's a whole lot better than being Carol Baskins right now.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't
Just
seen
wait,
that yet.
just wait.
Who has
Just
watched
wait,
that
the
show?
story's not over yet.
So you guys have seen it. Have you
Yes.
seen it, Brandon?
Not the whole thing yet.
Don't ruin it for us.
Hattons?
We're on episode 4.
No.
Yeah, my wife won't let me watch it.
Oh,
So
it's
Oh,
hilarious.
come on. Why?
that's what I said. I said it,
Why?
that it's funny. Oh, she
It's unique.
doesn't want to get fired from the church.
It's yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
All right, question
I get it.
3.
There you go.
Question 3. Wives, what would your husband say he is going to do once he retires?
Oh,
Say he is going to do once he retires. I feel like this is an old people question, Brad.
I would agree.
Like the young people aren't even like thinking about retirement yet.
Oh, Tony is. He's got plans.
Big, big plan.
Yeah.
All right, where's our starting point at this one? I really haven't.
That's so
It's
funny.
the Hattons.
Okay. All right, everybody good to go? Everybody good to go? All right, what do you got, Ashley?
Travel.
2 hours in New York.
Travel and nothing.
Nothing.
Travel and nothing.
Doing nothing.
Wow.
Yep.
You're just gonna
That's
sit
right.
around and do nothing?
Yep.
Fair enough.
That's good with me. All right, Thompson. Here we go. Diane, what do you got? Smoke pipe on the porch. Hashtag get off my lawn. You're the old guy. Get off my lawn. I just planted that grass.
That's right.
Smoke cigars and watch squirrels.
Whoa.
Hey, that's
I'm
I
giving
think
it.
that's close.
That's good.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
That's good. All right.
I
Jeannie,
can
what do
see.
you got?
Has anyone seen the movie The Burbs? That's how I see
Well-
Brandon.
The Burbs.
Yeah. All right.
What is it?
Live in an RV down by the river. Got it.
Okay.
All right. What'd you say, Jared?
Oh,
Travel in
Travel
an
in
RV.
RV.
There we go.
Hashtag freedom.
Nice.
right on.
Clark, that here is what you call
Are
an
you guys-
RV.
If are you guys
What movie's that?
Joe Dirt with you if he doesn't marry Shelby?
You know,
Right.
maybe.
Yeah.
We may do this soon. Who knows?
That's funny. Oh, I put in 2 different movie references there. That was good stuff.
Burbs.
Oh,
I know. I
Sarah's
heard your
Christmas
Burbs stuff.
vacation.
The Burbs and Christmas Vacation. So
Yep.
Hey, I threw in Chris Farley.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Question number 4. So right now,
Wait,
the
wait,
score
wait.
is-
Did we get the?
you got 10.
forgot. Ashley,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Oh, we didn't.
They went first.
No, they went
went
first. Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Remember,
I'm so
Tony's not doing nothing.
She had
Oh,
travel,
that's
we had nothing.
mentioned.
She wanted to go travel,
very
so I
uneventful.
feel like you guys may have to join in a little therapy group for these 2 when we're done here. I don't know, because she wants to travel and he wants to do nothing. What if you traveled in an RV and you just sat there and did nothing? Would that be okay?
yeah, if I didn't have to drive, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay, we got it fixed.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I could see Ashley driving the RV and Tony sitting in the back doing nothing.
I like it.
There you go. All right. So question number 4. Question number 4 for the wife. What would your husband say is the dumbest thing he has ever done since you have been married? What would your yeah, Diana immediately
It's like, look, Diana's like, just one?
right.
Just one?
What would your husband say is the dumbest thing he has done since you have been married?
Gosh.
That's a lot.
What have you ever done anything dumb?
Not
Yeah,
looking. I'm not cheating.
Say that again, Tony.
haven't done anything dumb. Yeah.
No, just dumbest. So that could be almost dumb.
I don't know.
What's the most almost dumb thing you've done?
Ooh.
Hashtag too many to list.
That's what
Right.
We're not getting this one.
I have no
We should have, but we're not gonna.
All Diane's fault.
Yep. I have no idea.
All right. So this time we start with Thompson's again, right?
Okay, well.
All right,
observe.
Diane, what do you got? Diane.
I don't know. One time he crushed his thumb at work really bad. Hashtag night night. He kind of passed out practically.
Ouch.
That was dumb.
I think I heard that story. All right,
Yeah.
Diane
Okay, now
or Brandon.
what's it say?
On a TV about got divorced. I blame Jeff
I
Malone.
can't believe I didn't think of that.
You gotta tell us this. Jeff
Yeah, we
Malone
gotta hear this story.
blaming him.
What's the hashtag say?
I blame Jeff Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta tell us that.
Is that Jeff Malone that was just on our
Hashtag-
show?
Yes.
Hashtag forgiveness, not permission, right? Ask
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
You say-
I can't
wait.
believe I
You
So,
say
you
like-
know, back, I don't know, probably around 2000, the big flat screens weren't a huge thing yet, right? But the big tube TVs were,
Oh yeah.
right? And we were watching some little TV, and our living room was huge, and you had to have binoculars to see the dang thing, right? So I went and bought a 32-inch tube television,
with Jeff Malone.
and Jeff was there, and he helped pick it out, you know. And I got home, and you'd have thought that I don't know what I'd done, but I didn't deserve that. That's for
They
sure.
were really expensive.
At 32-inch, that's huge.
Yeah,
Right.
I was. Yeah, it was big back then, and I was just so mad because he knew I'd be pissed. He knew I'd be upset, but he did
Right.
it anyway because he knew I'd forgive him. And
But here is the moral of that
I'm
story.
still kind of mad about it. Can you tell?
She doesn't hold
But
a grudge.
you're still married, and he got away with it. That's the moral
Yeah.
of.
No, what really made me mad was about 3 weeks later, the old one we put in the other room, like the tube at the back blew out, and he would have needed a new one anyway. So it
Did
kind
you
of made
feel
me
bad?
mad. No,
Did you feel bad?
Clairvoyant.
At that- You didn't feel bad at that point? Like, oh, maybe he was
She
right.
doesn't feel bad ever.
anyway, move on. Next.
I'm gonna have to call Jeff now and be like, what are you doing, Jeff?
You
Jeff
may not
got
even
me in
remember.
trouble one time. Let me share that story. Jeff got me in trouble because we went over to the Oktoberfest in Pratt. I was over there for a garage sale for the baseball team. And then I think it was when I did the Flash video day.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went to the Oktoberfest, and I may have had 1 or 2 or 12 too many. And Audrey had come over to hang out because I needed her to come over so I could have a ride home.
Right.
And so then everybody's leaving Oktoberfest. And so we went over to the unis because that's where they all go. And they're like, yeah, come on over to let's go. And man, I've never seen Audrey. That last time Audrey was that upset, I think, was when we had my friend with us way to the hotel on our wedding night. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
That
that
was
one.
Quite the
That's a
story.
good story too.
Mm.
yeah.
All right.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. She's just listing them off back there. Every now and then you hear Audrey in the background.
She goes, well, or you could, it's probably that time that you got drunk the night that I went into labor and we had to go.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So the Rosses.
Because I'm such an amazing wife, I can't ever remember anything stupid he's done.
Uh-huh.
But he might say moving to
But-
West Kansas into the world. And I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But that's not what he said.
No, I don't have an answer. I have too many to pick one out.
No points.
Weston, Kansas. That is out there.
That was out there.
Didn't you?
We're at in Western Kansas.
Satana.
Okay, yeah, it's a little ways.
Every time we drive to Satana, I feel like I am like either closer to the sun or I'm in Denver. I'm not sure. I can't stand driving to Satana. It's terrible.
4 years.
Oh, it's awful. All right, Hattons.
I don't know why it's such a problem for you, because as fast as you drive, you should be there pretty quick.
You talking to me or them?
You.
Yeah,
You.
I know, because I got 100 speeding tickets. So, all right,
I'm
Hattons.
surprised they let you have
Ashley.
a car.
I know.
I said watching movies while driving. Dangerous.
Oh, that's a bad thing?
But the TV one is actually, it reminded me. I try not to remember those things, but the TV, that happened to us too.
There we go. All right, well, let's see what Tony said.
I love it.
Yeah, levitating at the gym. Hashtag too many kids.
That's good. We did that once too. We left
You know what?
We left
That's,
somebody behind once.
that's the
Yeah,
kids'
too.
fault. That's the kids' fault. They should
Yep.
have stayed up and kept up with you. That's kids' fault.
It's time to leave. Get in the car.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's awesome.
You guys
All
don't-
right.
You guys make me feel bad with your whole TV incidences. Like I bought 3 cars in a row without telling Audrey. I just showed up with them.
Right. All right, Chad, you got question 5.
All right, here we go. Last question, where the wives are trying to match what the husband's going to say. Wives, what do you think is one thing your husband would like to change about you? What will your husband say is one thing he would like to change about you?
You should know this.
That I want to change about you.
Yeah, husbands want to change
Yeah.
about the wives.
You're writing one thing you want to change about your wife, Jared. Have I mentioned how much I love this game?
Have I mentioned how much I'd like to answer this question for myself, but I want to stay married?
What you want to change about me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on it.
The reason Audrey and I won't play this game is because we would do horrible.
Somebody should host it and you guys should have to play sometime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be bad.
Actually, I think Casey and I do pretty good.
We wouldn't. I would do horrible. Okay, who's first? Who do we got first?
I
this
love
time?
my wife a lot more.
Ross is our first. Here we go. What do you got, Jeannie?
He wishes I was a morning person. Hashtag hate the sunrise.
Yes.
Don't be changing your answer, Jared. What'd you write?
Sleep schedule and drink coffee.
That
Oh,
can't-
she doesn't drink
I
coffee.
like to get up early and drink coffee, and she doesn't get up.
Right.
Opposite.
Opposite. I'm giving it 10 points. That sounds like not a morning person.
Pretty
That's
good.
Morning
Yep.
person sleep schedule
I would agree.
matches up. Matches up. All right, you're up. Let's go here. What do you got?
All right, Ashley.
Oh, I said nothing. Practically perfect.
There you go.
Somebody wants a new TV.
Here. Hashtag hope.
Anger.
Who believes that? Does anyone believe that?
No, no.
What?
Uh, all right, Diane, what do you got?
Oh, okay.
I've coached you before. You were mad at me one time because I jumped your butt about 1 turnover. You were mad at me for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that was
Oh,
one turnover.
Yeah, I know. You turned it over a lot that game. I about lost my mind. You were mad at me forever. Like, hey, Ashley, how you doing? Fine. Just give me the basketball.
You hang on to things a little bit. Yes, I do.
All right, Thompson.
All right, go show it again, Diane. We got
Okay, stop my
stop her
snoring.
snoring.
Hashtag, is that the train or Diane?
There we go.
Oh wait,
Oh.
that
It's
explains so much.
We're going to get
Explains-
extra points. We're going to get extra points.
But that explains so much about when I was at your house and I'm like, wow, this is nice and peaceful. And Brandon was like, nah, you can hear the train all the time. It's super loud.
It was just Diane.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
Right. All right. Snoring.
Their hashtags are the same. That's extra.
I agree. There we go.
So this is intermission real quick.
Yes.
And this is not any of our questions. So in like 1 minute or whatever, we'll start with the Rosses. Tell us real quick what you thought of your spouse the first time that you saw.
Who do you want to go first?
The
Oh,
Rosses.
I thought I said the Rosses. Maybe I
Sorry.
did.
Sorry.
Jared had the famous mullet like Carter
Yes.
Okay.
We met
when we first met
in high school.
in high school. We weren't dating then, but my first
Right.
impression was, and he was really quiet. And so I just thought, what is that kid doing with that mullet? And why is he so quiet, hanging out with all these Haviland boys? But that was before we started dating. I have different impressions then.
Yeah, we first met each other in high school, but we didn't really hang out or know each other or whatever. It was in college that we started hanging out. So
At Barkley or Friends?
at Barkley.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And then you
I was
guys went to
like,
Friends,
whoa.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
So what was the switch in college where that moment, which one of you had that moment of, oh, hey, I want to date this person?
Well, we were hanging out a lot together then, just being friends, and I enjoyed being around her, and she was easy to talk to.
Because I talk all the time.
You said
So
it.
you're saying he's a good listener.
He's a good listener.
There we go. Good. Thompsons, what about you guys? What'd you think the first time you saw your spouse?
Well, the first time so I'd seen him before in pictures because
This is a long story.
No,
I hope-
When you say in pictures, are we talking like wanted posters or pictures?
no. I was friends with his cousin. And so
Okay.
I had seen pictures of him like when he was in 8th grade, and Jared knows in 8th grade, he was the tallest, skinniest. Somebody should have fed the boy a hamburger, like just so thin. So the first time I saw him was that, and I thought he looked a little emaciated. But the first time I saw him in person was at a wedding dance, and it was kind of dark. So my recollection is how he smelled and how when we danced, we asked each other to dance. So that was my first. He smelled really good, like mint and gum.
That
and
was
cologne. Yeah.
Like mint and gum.
Mint
Awesome.
gum and cologne. Yeah,
There you
smelled
go.
good. And then he had on these silky shirts that were popular back in that day. And
Yeah.
he was thinner and more hunky then. And so of course you're dancing. So I remember that. So those are my first memories.
So-
my first thoughts was
so Brandon,
it's acceptable. Let's
your
put this out. We
technique
have to
actually-
dance more than once.
your technique
Jeff?
actually worked in that you wanted to make sure it was dark so she couldn't really get a look at you when you first went and asked her to
Right,
dance.
well, I asked her to dance first, so that could go.
Yeah.
That's a two-way street.
Yeah.
So,
There you go. Right.
So what'd you think of me?
well, I just like she said, we met at a wedding dance, and it was my cousin's wedding, and all the wedding party was dancing, and she wasn't dancing, and I thought, you know what, that girl is too pretty not to be dancing. So I went and asked her to dance. And then like there was several different dances that we danced, and then at the end of the night we exchanged numbers, and then later on we went on a second date. And I remember thinking I really hope that she's as pretty as I thought she was, and I haven't gone out on a limb here on the second date. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it was dark, and I'm like, because I went.
Yeah.
It was, but you know what? She was.
It worked out.
She was.
She was. There you go.
what was
Very
the
good.
song? What was the song of your first
First
date?
song.
She'll
Okay,
answer
so
that.
the first, I don't know what the first dance was.
I don't know what the first one was. She can tell you what the last one was.
The very last one, they probably played. There was Celine Dion. What was it called?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. They hardly even play it anymore. But it was like there's
We
thunder and
allow
lightning.
singing. We allow singing on this show, so you can give us a condition.
I can't remember.
Here, far, wherever
That's
you
not
are. Was it that one?
It was some song.
And
about-
I know
Yeah,
something.
okay,
I'm
sure.
making up words, but
Sure,
they'll
anyway.
go
It was
on
impactful
forever.
because I talked
Like
every
that.
time we danced until then, and then I had nothing to say. I was speechless.
Nice, nice.
I've been
Yeah.
that way many times around Brandon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Hattons, you're up, Hattons.
Hattons. Let's hear this.
Let's see. I thought he was super good looking.
There you go.
Saw him. I came on a college visit to play basketball, and he was jumping rope in the lobby of the gym. So that goes on.
Right.
He's super hardworking. He spent so much time in the gym. I could find him. I mean, that was 10 years ago, but
Good.
You're right on the
no, I didn't. No.
I've worked with Tony. I don't know if he's super hardworking.
All right, Tony, your turn.
Good at something.
There you go.
Ooh, I forgot about that time. Maybe
That first time.
yeah. First time when I was thinking. I don't know. She was a pretty decent basketball player, but it caught my eye.
Real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Even with my anger
When
issues.
you, when you
Yes.
say fairly,
And the turnovers.
And
is
the
that because
turnovers.
she had a lot of turnovers.
She didn't do that very often. She just had a really bad game and I lost it. I in fact, and this doesn't happen very often. I actually went up to her and apologized. And I don't normally apologize. So did I not?
You did, and you took me to the side. You did.
And because playing point guard for me is really hard because I expect so much out of them. And so they take a beating sometimes because I'm like, I want us to get where I want us to get to. And if you throw the ball away, we can't get there. And oh my gosh. So they take kind of a beating. She was awesome. Best point guard I've ever coached.
So, Tony,
And
you really,
was the
you
point
really
guard
didn't
of our
get a
best
finish.
team in Barkley College history. Just throwing it out there. She was the point guard.
You didn't really get a finish, Tony. So you said she was a pretty good
that's
basketball
good.
player, but
The basketball gym, shooting, and I was like, man, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna marry that girl.
And now they have like super good athlete kids too.
We'll see.
I think Tristan scored 63 goals a game last year in soccer.
He's slightly competitive.
Right. It was pretty funny to watch. We're like, oh, he scored again.
yay.
So
Yay.
it's pretty funny. All right. So into the first round, we have Ross's with 30, Hatton's with 10. Your questions were so close. And then Thompson's with the 5 point that I gave him for the hashtag have 35. So Hatton's 10, Ross's Thompson's 35.
I think we're first and we're not last.
Right now you are. But
Right.
this one turns into 15 points per question. So I will give you the first one. So once again, this question's for the husbands about the wives. So the wives are answering. Husbands, you have to match what your wives say. So it's the opposite of last time. So here's the first one. What would your wife say is her favorite gift you have ever given her? What would your wife say is her favorite
I don't
gift
even know. How about
you
if I
have
don't even know?
ever given her?
Got to come up with something.
Gosh.
Maybe it was a TV.
32-inch? I know what my wife would say.
Oh,
Say, Brad.
yeah.
I guessed. I don't know.
Mine would say kids.
I think
Yeah.
I think our first anniversary, he gave me a vacuum. That wasn't it.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a good gift.
I think I did that to my
You gotta-
wife on our
You
first
gotta wait
anniversary.
till the 5th anniversary for a vacuum, Jared.
I think the second one was a mixer, but
Oh, we're gonna get wrong then.
I give
'Cause I
my
don't
wife
have any idea.
cooking
It's okay.
things all the time, like a
That's
new
lies.
coffee
I probably should've left it
maker, new pans, new pots. I think she thinks
Maybe
I
I'll go
don't
that way. Do you want to win?
cook, but she actually can. So,
Hey, you two, no
All right.
cheating.
Oh, we're not cheating. We're not, I promise.
so we go with let's
If
see.
you're not cheating, you ain't trying.
The Hattons. We're gonna start off with the Hattons. So Tony, what'd you write?
I put Ty, Tristan, Tate, and Allen.
Oh, all the kids. That's the best gift you've given her. My babies. That's awesome. Right there.
Good job.
15. Very good
They
job.
got the second one right.
There we go. It's great. All right, Thompson's. Brandon.
I'll be first.
Yep.
Oh. I
Three
didn't-
beautiful children. Okay.
No.
Nope, she doesn't like them.
No.
She doesn't like them.
Surprise trip to Branson for our 15th anniversary.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
nice.
that's a good one. That's way
Very
better
good.
than the kids, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. She's right.
All right, Jared.
Got it.
Kids. Jeannie. Our
Ah,
kids.
Oh, yeah, everybody went with the,
Everybody did.
sorry, babe.
Here's
Everybody
the
but
reality.
Diane.
Jared and I aren't
Everybody
gift
but me.
givers.
Diane's selfish.
Selfish.
Listen,
The
I'm
gloves are off.
with you guys, Jared and Jeannie, because like my wife doesn't wear jewelry hardly ever at all. Like she put in some earrings here a couple of months ago, and even the boys were like, "What are those?" She doesn't wear that. So it's just so much easier. Like, here, honey, here's a new T-shirt. Have a nice day.
Yep.
Gifts is not our love language.
Yeah.
Gift card.
With
Go
it.
find what you want.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I agree.
So, husbands, what was the first meal your wife ever cooked for you?
Oh, good God.
Oh man.
27 years. Are
Hey,
you kidding?
sometimes we got to throw in easy ones for the younger ones.
When did I cook for you?
Every husband should remember the first meal because that's the point where he either went, "This is going to be awesome," or "Oh my God, I made a mistake."
I have no idea. I'm gonna go with.
Definitely.
You probably tried to impress him, so maybe go with what
I have no idea.
You probably didn't go with the boxed macaroni and cheese. You probably like went and got some shells and
some Velveeta.
Vita cheese. Yeah.
it was so bad.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
This one starts with the Thompsons.
Do you remember, Brad?
All right, give it your best.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't.
that's a good guess.
Okay. Brandon
Why not?
says tacos. What'd you put, Diane?
Meatloaf. I don't know.
Meatloaf.
We couldn't even think of good hashtags on those.
Nope.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember what our first meal was. That she
All right,
made.
Ross's, you're up.
Probably spaghetti.
Oh, me first.
Oh, him first. Sorry.
Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak.
All right, what do you got, Jeannie?
I believe it was chicken and dumplings and mashed potatoes and corn because I'm a farm girl.
Right. It's close, but not
That's
close enough.
Yeah.
But not close enough.
Yeah.
One's beef, one's chicken.
Right.
27
Hatton, you're
years.
up.
Right.
Yeah, Tony.
Nasty lasagna.
Crispy, nasty.
Oh, look, there's good stuff, man.
And I'm gonna give him some so I'm gonna give you 15. Very good.
So
Wait,
bad.
how long have you two been married again? How many years?
8.
So we need to come back in 19 years.
Yes.
Same
And see if you
question.
remember that nasty lasagna.
I have
Definitely.
perfected it since then. But
I
that
tell
first-
you what, my family still talks about your like cream cheese mashed potato something. Oh my goodness sakes. When you why did you bring us food one time?
Oh, would it be one of the many children you had?
No, because that would have been a long
No.
time. Was it during June, maybe?
Because they're caring neighbors, Brad.
No, there was a specific reason. I don't remember what it was. Because we got meals for like a long time.
I think she brought it to you to make up for those bad turnovers in the basketball game.
Yep.
That could have been it. And I do forgive you. So
Mashed potatoes.
yeah, but I don't know what all's in them. It's like cream cheese or sour cream, mashed potatoes, something.
All the above.
I feel like I want to get sick again so that you have to bring my family food.
Okay.
And I don't remember what it was. My wife would remember, but anyway. And I'm giving you 5 points extra for the hashtag so bad because he said it was nasty lasagna too. So that was good. Very good. So, all right.
In my defense, the box said you do not have to pre-boil the lasagna noodles, and the box lied to me.
Right.
You need to pre-cook.
I made fried chicken one time in which the recipe said I needed a cup of salt. And we went back and looked, and that's exactly what it said. So it was some type of error, and that fried chicken was horrific.
Ashley, are you implying that you didn't make your own handmade lasagna noodles?
No,
Not.
I don't love him that much.
That's a lot of work. I don't blame you.
Like the predating years there.
Right.
Ugh.
Very good. All right. So we're on question 3 now.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. This is going to start off with the Rosses, but husbands, what is your wife's favorite candy bar?
You know.
Oh, I know.
Let's see.
Brandon said, "Oh, I know this," and Diane's response was, "We'll see."
We'll see.
So we'll see what we got here. What is your wife's favorite candy bar?
Okay, he goes first.
No, somebody else is
Oh,
first.
I thought we were
It's the
first.
Rosses.
Oh, Ross's.
So Jared will show us. Butterfinger.
No.
Oh. Hershey's with almonds. Gotcha.
Asking for Butterfingers at Halloween. She asked every kid in town at Halloween for a freaking Butterfinger.
Hey kid.
Butterfingers are good.
You got a Butterfinger? I'll give you a Reese's for a Butterfinger.
Right. Oh my goodness.
I got Butterfingers in my little white minivan. Come here.
Right. There you go. Where do we go next? Hatton's?
Yep.
Yeah, Tony.
Ooh,
Any dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. There we go.
you know me.
I feel like that one is rigged.
Why is that?
I'm just saying.
Oh, Tony.
That is true. It's not specifically a candy bar. It's just like any dark chocolate.
Oh, bad.
There's some kind of dark chocolate. We're good. This is the
All
page.
right.
Some people get me.
All right, Thompson's. What we got?
Oh, wait, you go first. Yeah.
Yep, Brandon first. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yay!
What we got?
He got it. Mounds. I like coconutty.
There you go.
That should be 5 extra.
Coconutty.
Oh my goodness. How far behind are the Rosses at this point?
You were tied for first going into that question.
Yeah, not anymore.
So right now the point totals are the Rosses have 45, the Thompsons have 50, and the Hattons have 60. The
Whoa.
Hattons have gone off this round. They haven't missed one yet. Plus they got a +5 for the.
Yeah, I think that means that Tony knows Ashley better than Ashley knows Tony.
Boom.
There could be
Mic
some
drop.
truth to that.
Ooh.
Kids and a husband, so
It's true. He's just got a wife.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. That's true. All right, husbands. What would your wife say is the most embarrassing thing you have done around her?
Oh,
Embarrassing thing you have done around your wife. What would she say?
He said he can't write his answer because he works at the church.
most embarrassing thing you've done around.
Most of them. Yeah.
You know what, Jared? We understand because we get a list of questions, and every time Brad is like, nope, nope, Nope. Can't ask those because of the church.
Yeah.
So we feel
I
your
run
pain.
all the questions by my wife first. I'm like, will this get you fired? She's like, well, can we reword it? I'm like, yeah, we should reword it.
Done around me. Too bad we didn't do this.
You guys gonna talk about this right in front of us, Brandon? and Diane?
We are. We're unabashed cheaters.
No,
Right.
You'll see that didn't happen. Most embarrassing thing.
What would you say, as the wife, is the most embarrassing thing that Brandon has done around you?
Who are we at first this time?
This time it will be the.
I think it's back to us.
Yep, Thompson's.
Okay, Thompson's. Here you
We're
go.
still
What do you
waiting
guys-
on Diane's. Diane hasn't even started writing yet.
Her page is still blank.
Oh, we'll come back to you. Hattons, are you guys ready?
Just proves that I don't do anything embarrassing.
All right, here we go.
Screaming
Tony's got screaming at the TV, yelling in Walmart.
Was he
That's a
yelling
s-
at the TV at Walmart?
Like just screaming, just being weird in Walmart.
Like on
How come-
purpose?
Yes.
just for no reason.
Just yes.
So did you guys catch our previous episode where Brad talked about when his wife would make him go shopping with her?
And I finally put an end to that. You know how I did it? I acted like I was 5 and I ran around in Phoenix, Arizona, pulling stuff left and right off the shelves and just throwing it in there and being like, what do you mean? I'm not going to get to eat this week either. And all this stuff. I'd go to the next aisle down and scream across, hey, Mom, you want ice cream?
Okay.
Vanilla or whatever. And I'd just be screaming at the top of my lungs. And we don't shop anymore together.
Do you have to still go to Walmart, Tony, with her?
Not really. I stay in the car with the kids now.
There you go.
Okay, see?
It works. It works.
See? All right, are you Thompsons ready yet, or we're going to go to the
Yes.
right? Wait,
I'm
your
ready.
husband's still
I'm
writing.
ready.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Diane.
well,
We'll see. Yeah, he's got to show
Okay.
his.
hollering
Okay.
at ball games.
Amen.
Okay, have your husband show his.
What?
Go
What's
down a
loud
little
at the
bit.
game? Yes,
Loud at the game, okay.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah.
It took me a minute.
Hey, listen. Hey, can I? And this is not meant in any type of a negative way, but I'm going to give Brandon props for a second. Like, you're not as bad as your brother. So if he's watching, he will hear me say that now.
Oh, my goodness.
We're parents. We're all that way.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
he has
lost
gotten
my
better
grade.
over the years.
Actually, you probably won't ever see it again. I've gotten pretty good at not doing that.
Here's the thing about it, right? We're competitive baseball people. We've won state, this and that. We've coached. I can tell you without fail that coaches and parents, especially when the coaches are a parent, they yell so much more the younger the kids are, the more they're yelling. And then the older the kids get, the more you realize, yeah, he's 16 and knows he just made a dumbass mistake.
Right.
Not gonna change anything.
I don't
Yeah,
need to
right.
tell him.
Right.
Yeah.
Referees
Yeah.
drive me insane.
I just got in
My
trouble
hashtag
too.
was going to be refs aren't always the problem, but I didn't. It was too much.
Right. I also do not like refs.
I didn't know that. I've never knew that. All right, Ross, you're up. What you got, Jared?
Or
Ah,
saying rude things out loud in public.
There you
oh,
go.
one of the two.
There we go.
You got
Okay.
a 50-50. You wanted yelling about stupid stuff that doesn't matter.
There you go. Don't have to be perfect. I'm giving it
We gotta give
15. Very
Yeah.
good.
We're all guilty of yelling at refs and all of that.
Yep. So
Okay,
we've
but one
got-
time he yelled so loud he couldn't hardly sing at church on Sunday. Hashtag too far.
I never heard him yell, ever.
It was just like once this year. It was that really bad game that everybody was yelling.
This year? Was that the South Central game in Ashland?
Yes.
I about got kicked. Brad and Chad about got axed that night because I was so mad.
There was that one, and there was one at Kiowa County.
Which, by the way, can we just educate people, not necessarily on this show, but if you are listening in or you watch this, like, over the back is not a foul. There is no in the foul book that says over the back.
Yeah.
So
You know,
if
I
you're
love to
at a
hear
game and
people
you're
say
yelling
over
at the official, please don't yell, over the back, over the back.
Yeah. I like to sit there and go, yep.
I'm going to do it just to irritate you two.
And we're going to point it out on live stream from now on. Brandon Thompson, once again, doesn't know what he's talking about. No, I'm just kidding. All right, last question. Is it me? I'm asking the last question, right?
Yeah, you're up for this one.
Sorry.
Okay. What bill that you have to pay, what bill does your wife complain about most? What bill that you play does your wife have to complain about most?
Probably the cable bill in the Thompson household. Like, that's money spent on the TV.
Oh,
Or the
no,
telephone bill? Get it?
used to be one, but
Evelyn telephone bill?
yeah, no.
It's highway robbery.
I'm gonna put this down. It was the old one. Okay.
I will say why they're doing this. Did you hear my comment the one time when I said we were looking for sponsors for the officials? So if there's any optometrist groups that would like to sponsor the officials.
He did say that. He did say that. It was funny. We thought about talking to Jeremy Frazier.
That's funny.
I want to preface by saying I don't have anything to do with the bills, so I don't really, I don't know what he pays.
Right? I just sent you a text, Chad.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
All right, who do we start with this time? No, Ross's, right? Or Hatton's? Ross's.
Yeah, I think it's Ross.
Yeah. All right, Jared, what you got? Whenever I buy something fun. Bill.
There's so much truth to that.
I know.
Wait.
Like if I buy a TV.
Define fun. Give us an example of something fun.
A motorcycle or guitars or things that go bang, bang.
Yeah.
Anything that a man might get pleasure out of. That's just,
right.
Just
a waste of money.
No. It's therapy.
Exactly. Self-care.
Self-care keeps us sane.
Right. All right. Anything that bugs for.
Anything that counts.
Yeah, and what did I say here? Cheap
therapy.
Didn't he just say that?
He did. He
Boom.
did. I'm giving you 15.
Nice.
All right.
That's where, listen, that is exactly where the thought process of better to ask for forgiveness than permission comes from. Because if you go and ask first, you're going to get told don't buy it.
You're never going to get it.
Yeah.
You know what my wife would like me to stop buying? Food. Like she doesn't want me to eat. I'm on the road all the time and she goes, "Did you eat lunch again today?"
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, I was on the road for 10 hours. I'm hungry."
Your answer, Brad, should be, yeah, but I didn't get a speeding ticket.
Right. Yeah. But that wasn't always
I was going to school in Florida. You're eating out again?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 No,
Tony, do not listen to this advice, Tony.
All right, Tony, what do you got?
I'll put TV.
TV bill. TV. No NBA anymore. Uh-oh. You can go YouTube TV. You can go YouTube TV now, and you can get the NBA channel and ESPN and stuff like that, and it's a little cheaper.
That's what we do.
There you go.
Us three.
Keeping you awake, Jared?
Okay, here
There
we
you
go.
go.
So
All right,
Brad,
Thompson's.
give us the
Thompson's.
scores.
Well, Thompson's got to answer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The credit card, okay?
Okay, yeah. Well, no, that's not what I wrote, but sorry, babe. Back when we had to pay the water bill.
Hashtag get a well.
Oh, why
Oh my
is your
God.
water bill so bad?
Why?
Have you seen our yard?
Yes, I know.
Do you know how much water costs in this silly town?
So we finally got a well.
So we put in a well. We'll be
I
It's
can,
cheaper to buy a well than
I got you. Brandon is fanatical about his yard. So he'll be like we'll be talking about something. He'll be like, hey, I got to run home. We're like, no, we've been at basketball games before. And he's been like, hey, I got to run home real quick. I'm like, why? Got to move my sprinklers. And I'm like,
He
Actually-
just set the alarm in the middle of the night to get
Right.
up and move the sprinklers.
I've
Right.
left church before to go move the sprinkler. I'm not gonna lie. So Jared, if you see me get up when you're getting ready to start singing, it's because I'm going to move a sprinkler.
It's not personal.
I'll be right back. So,
Okay,
right. That's
I'll give
funny.
you a shout out.
All right, Brad, what you got for scores here?
Okay,
I
so
think we're
right
losing.
now,
we lost. We got last.
There's one more question. You get
there's
one
still
more.
another question.
One more 25-pointer.
Mm.
Oh, let's let me win.
We'll sing songs
It
about.
is tight. It is tight.
We'll sing
So
songs
right
about
now,
mom.
the Thompsons, yes, Brandon, you are correct. You're currently in last place with 65. But the Hattons have 75 and the Rosses have 75.
Oh,
So it's close. It's definitely within the realm of if
Um,
you get this question right.
We should
And they
add.
miss it.
Jared, what did you say a second ago? What were you saying?
I said we'll start singing songs about fountains.
So that Brandon
so
can't
that
leave.
Brandon can.
Right.
Get out.
Come now, fount of
Thompsons, you will, even
blessed.
though you're in last right now, right? You will appreciate the fact that your score is still smoking Jeff and Erica Malone's score.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's payback for getting you in trouble with the TV.
That's right.
exactly.
right.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Last question is 25 points.
That's correct.
25 points, and we're making it easy because it's multiple
Here.
choice.
Oh.
This one is you're both trying to answer it how you feel, but make sure that your answer also matches how your spouse feels. So it's not
Yes.
wives match husband. This is a straight question to both of you. As a couple, are you A, Batman and Robin, B, Fred and Wilma Flintstone, or C, Yogi Bear and Boo Boo?
She didn't watch Yogi and Boo Boo.
Hey, boo boo.
No,
How about one of them picnic baskets?
Hi.
That was pretty spot on, I think.
It's good. It's good.
Thanks. Hey, who let the wiener in the picture?
Well,
If
you
we,
know.
This is
We
a
missed this
G-rated
one.
show.
There was a wiener right there.
Come here, Mace.
we weren't paying attention. If we missed this one.
Okay, who's first? Who we got first on this one?
Hattons, I
I
think.
forget. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, Hattons. What do you
Actually,
guys got? Show us.
it should be the Thompsons because we should
Ah,
go
we
by
already-
place.
We'll go to them next then. Hattons, you guys both
Okay. Oh,
A, which is Batman and Robin.
there we go.
Thompsons, what do you got?
Batman and Robin, baby.
There you
Boom.
go.
Boom. That's because
All right, Ross.
we already knew that from before because you're
Yes.
Robin.
Yeah, we got lucky on that bad boy. Us.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if we would have guessed the same otherwise.
What do you got, Jared?
Yogi and Boo Boo.
Batman and Robin.
Hey, thank you.
There we go.
Hashtag teamwork.
Teamwork, dreamwork. We help each
Oh,
other.
wait, hey, put that up there. Hey, they got we help each other and teamwork is hashtag, so their hashtags match close.
Ooh, Brandon.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
have
you're
to
gonna win.
we have to
We
come
got
up
you.
with a way to break this tie. And I think it has to be something other than is Brandon done?
Hey, Brandon. He shot me.
Yeah, don't worry. Go on.
We're good. What do you got as finals, Brad? What do you got as
I don't know.
finals?
What are we gonna do?
No, I mean, who won? Where are we at?
It's a
We don't
tie.
know yet.
It's a
It's
tie.
tied. Yeah.
Who all's tied?
The Hattons and Rosses both have 100.
Oh, so we need like a tiebreaker question.
Yeah. What should the
Like a
tiebreaker?
tie-
I'm going
okay.
to my judge. Go for it,
I'm
Chad.
not watching.
Brandon's not watching.
What? Okay, husbands. What year was your mother-in-law born in?
Oh,
I don't know that.
I think we know this.
I don't know when my mom was born.
She doesn't know.
Jared knows this. Give him a second.
We wouldn't get. I would
Try and
yours.
get close.
Brandon, are you cheering for us now?
I'm not cheering for anybody.
I heard him spinning a revolver. Is that
All right,
Jeannie?
Jeannie, what's the answer,
1942.
Jeannie?
That is correct.
1942.
All right.
Good job.
Tony,
What do you got,
know?
Ashley?
I mean,
Yep, I got 1968.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, if you put some little extra loops on that 3, you win.
I know, it's an 8.
I think that's the winner right there. The Rosses have to win.
Yes.
You have to know the mother-in-law's
Pull out
information.
the win. So very good job. I tell you what, that was the closest one yet. The
Yeah,
other
that was
one's
good.
kind of been a blowout. In fact,
Yeah.
last week's I think it was over before we even got to the final round.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
Haviland
don't even
people
think
know
the
it.
final round mattered last time.
You Haviland people know a lot about each other when you get married through the years.
There's not a lot to do here.
That is true. It's true.
Awesome.
People have a lot of babies and they talk a lot.
Yep.
I have heard that they talk a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Guys, that was a great fun night. So real quick, have you got any last comments or anything you want to say before we jump off here?
Just want to thank you for all the opportunity we got tonight. And want to give a big shout out to Jeannie and Jared. Great job. Brandon, nice job. Diane, nice job.
Very good.
He's a way better
Ash-
sport than me.
Ashley, you got anything to add to that?
I don't. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Good. Good.
Thompson's?
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. We had fun.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Brandon,
You guys
how
are
long
great.
is it gonna
Keep it up.
how long is it gonna take for you to get over this loss?
Me?
Not very long.
It's going to take a while.
Oh,
Okay.
he leaves it on the court. Walk away. You're good.
No, it
Unless it's your
doesn't.
kid playing, he leaves it on the court.
Right.
Ross's, what do you got for us?
Hey, thanks for doing some fun stuff during the quarantine. It really helps people out.
Yep. It's fun hanging out.
We're trying.
Good. Brad,
So,
what do you got to finish this out?
nothing. That was great. I'm glad my Haviland peeps represented well. That was funny and fun, and it was a good time. And I told you, Chad, that the Haviland people are a lot of fun, man.
He did say that. I will admit, when he proposed this one, of course, we're already shut down from doing the version that I want to do, but
Right.
all the time,
Because of
all
my
the
wife.
time, all
Right.
the time. And so then when he proposed this one, I thought, man, how open are they going to be, and is it going to be fun, or are the church people all going to get mad?
Yeah.
And
I'm
so,
telling you,
yeah.
they will tell you the truth.
it was a good time, guys. I had a blast. I knew some of you before it hadn't. It was great meeting you guys. I'm glad you're Duke fans. And I don't hate Christian Leitner, so we're good. Thank you guys for all being on. We had a great time. Thanks for being part of Brad and Chad and the couple show. Everybody watching, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and keep an eye out because we're scheduling some more shows coming up over the next couple weeks. So we'll see you guys next time. Everybody, thanks. Have a good rest of the weekend.
All
Bye.
right.
See ya.
Yeah.